Assalamualaikum. What's good, YouTube? Back with another gym vlog. Today, I want to start logging in my daily intake because that's a lot of DMs that I've been getting. Bang, gimana caranya ngitung kalori? Lu pakai aplikasi apa? Dan lain sebagainya. Sebenarnya banyak yang lebih jago untuk ngedapetin informasi ini. Kayak misalnya Hans Bowling atau Steadfast bisa follow mereka di Instagram. This is just me sharing how I do it. My way is not the best because I'm very easy with it in a sense that I don't try to overcomplicate things. You need a couple of things. First of all, ada aplikasinya namanya LiveSum. You can see it, that one. And then you're gonna need a kitchen scale and a plate that's dedicated for measuring your food. Jadi kalau misalnya udah di serving kayak gini di dalam piring, lu bisa your dedicated weighing plate, bowl, whatever, and then lu tinggal timbang aja terus balikin lagi ke piring. I know buat lu yang males pasti kayak ribet banget sih kayak gitu, makan tinggal makan aja. I used to be like that, but if you never actually weigh your food and keep track of how much you're eating, perkiraan lu itu salahnya bakal jauh banget. Banyak orang gue beberapa kali ngobrol, coach berat gue gak turun-turun, padahal makan gue sedikit. Nah ini nih, kayaknya makannya sedikit. Atau kebalikannya, coach gue gak gendut-gendut, tapi padahal makan gue udah banyak. Kayaknya, kedua kayaknya ini, karena lo pasti miss-nya jauh gitu. So ya, kayaknya itu yang kita mau avoid. You need to know exactly how much. Then this is probably not for forever. Let's say tujuan lo adalah untuk cutting. You've reached your goal weight. Then you don't have to cut anymore. Probably you're going to do this for 6 to 9 months. You got to your goal weights. You have a good relationship with your food. You can guesstimate pretty accurately because you can then eyeball how much calories are in your food. Then you can start eating intuitively, because not everybody here wants to be a bodybuilder. They just want to have a better relationship with food and they want to eat better. So here's how you do it. First of all, you weigh your food into grams. Ini ada chicken breast sama egg whites. I've already measured my chicken breast here. Beratnya ini 151,3 gram, but don't make a mess out of it. Just write down 150 gram, and then I get 187 calories, 36 grams of protein. Cool. Target gua, I weigh myself this morning, I weigh 95 kilo. So target protein gua sehari itu around 180. 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. And then, buat sekalian share caranya sama kalian, I haven't actually typed it in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. The egg white, I weighed, it's 220 grams. So what you do is you go to add food, and then you add food or meat, and then you type it down, egg whites. Atau bisa pakai bahasa Indonesia juga kok di aplikasi ini. Like that, yang ada verified-nya biasanya yang paling akurat. Boom. And then diganti measurements-nya. Kan ada macam-macam nih measurements-nya. Change that to grams. I weigh it at 220 grams. Like that. And then you just punch in done. And then you can see the calories, the protein, and everything for that food that you just typed in. Done. So now I know how much I am actually consuming and putting inside of my body. 188 calories for chicken, 110 calories for the egg, and this is grilled chicken. Ada kecapnya pasti, and I don't want to bother, putting that into account, so I'll just add, let's say 100. So I'm gonna make the chicken at 288. Kenapa kayak gitu? Karena tadi yang gue type in-nya itu adalah raw chicken breast tapi yang uncooked, right? This is cooked. It's got flavoring, seasoning, whatever. Ada kecapnya juga. I'll just add 100. Gua nggak mau pusing. Boom. I get 398 or around 400 calories for breakfast. Okay, kenapa nggak makan nasi, Bang? Apa kalau ngindari nasi? Enggak, gua nggak menghindari nasi. I just avoid it in the morning because from experience, if I eat a lot of carbs in the morning, this is 8 a.m. now, I would be sleepy by 11, mulai ngantuk. mulai feeling lethargic. That's why I try to avoid my carbs in the morning or during the day. And I would just get my carbs, rice, whatever, later the day, maybe like around 5, 6. Pokoknya deket-deket jam tidur lah, biar emang sekalian ngantuk juga kan. And I'm gonna share with you throughout the day again what I'm eating yang nggak bisa ditimbang juga. Maksudnya kalau gue lagi di luar, I'm not that extreme. Gue nggak bawa timbangan kemana-mana. I eyeball it when I go outside. Jadi nanti siang gue bakal makan something yang jorok lah. Just so you know, you don't have to avoid foods that you like when you're on a diet. Alright? Sekarang jam 11:30. About to hit up my first snack. Ini adalah carnivore protein. Dia itu kalau nggak salah sekitar 120 kalorian atau 130. 25 grams of protein. Easy. Kenapa gue minum protein shake? Harus gak minum protein shake? The answer is no. You can totally, just made it out with food, whole foods. But I like to consume protein protein shake because it's easier to hit my target calorie and target protein, not calorie, sorry. Kalau lu emang tujuannya buat ngurangin kalori, this is not it. Karena ya walaupun ini ada kalorinya dan ada proteinnya, it's not gonna make you full because it's liquid, right? It's not gonna fill up your stomach. Gue cuma pakai ini untuk make sure I hit my protein goal supaya gue masih ada spare buat makan makanan kotor, so to speak, just to make life more enjoyable. Diet itu nggak nyiksa if you know what you are doing. Makan siang, sore sih sebenarnya sekarang itu jam 3:30 dan gue bakal makan kotor ya, quote unquote. Ini gara-gara story-nya Chef Renata nih, ada terong balado, dia kasihin keju mozzarella atasnya. Look at that. My goodness. Dan ini salah satu makanan favorit gue adalah makanan warteg. Nasi, apalagi kalau nasi uduk, tempe orek, terus terong balado, telur balado. Oh my god, ngomongin aja mulut gue udah berayar. I'm actually really hungry. The point is, kalau misalnya lagi makan di luar, tadinya gue mau makan nasi goreng di luar, cuman ternyata yang gue suka tempatnya tutup. Jadinya asumsikan aja ini makan-makan di luar. And then you're eating with rice, whatever. Biasanya porsi-porsi makanan di luar itu sekitar 750 sampai 1000, kadang-kadang 1200-300 kalori, tergantung apakah makanannya berminyak, apakah makanannya banyak santan, etc. etc. Tapi asumsikan aja 1000 porsi yang wajar ya. Kalau lu lagi males counting dan itu ada jatah buat lu makan ekstra, ya jatahin aja 1000. So gitu strategi gue kalau makan di luar. Seminimal mungkin, sedisiplin mungkin makanan yang gue prepare untuk memenuhi kebutuhan kalori dan protein gue. Sisanya gue sparein buat makan kotor di luar. I'm actually very fortunate. The reason I can do this is because my calorie maintenance, I have bumped that up to right now around 3,000 to 3,300 calories. Jadi gue itu sekarang cut di 2,300 sampai 2,500 kalori. Yeah, gue mau makan dulu. Smells so good. Shoulder press week 1. Gue udah warm up set tadi dari 40 sampai 60%. My PR is at 85 kilo. Set pertama tadi 65, set kedua 75%. Sekarang set terakhir 85% di 72. Trying to get 5 reps. Nggak tahu deh kuat apa enggak. Untuk beberapa hari ini mungkin cutnya terlalu banyak ya. Mungkin defisit gue terlalu banyak sih. Jadi nggak kuat. Maybe. Or I'm just being a little bitch. Who knows? Anjir, cuma dapat 3. Rest bentar. This is not good, guys. Tidur dan mood juga ternyata mempengaruhi ya. Let's get it. Enggak sih. Kayaknya habis di 4. Shit. Anyways, masuk ke topik paling kontroversial di Instagram gue 1 bulan terakhir. Lateral raise. Berat, 8 reps doang, atau 5 kilo aja, 20 reps, kata influencer fitness itu. Oke, so di postingan gue di IG, kalau ada yang ngikutin, gue bahas soal lateral raise yang tadi gue bilang. And gue emang nyolot banget di situ bawaannya. Ngecengin orang yang ngajarin kalau misalnya lat raise, itu nggak usah berat-berat, 5 kilo aja 20 reps. My point is, it doesn't make sense for people like me who've built up strength for years and been progressively overloading for years. That 5 kilo just makes no sense for me. Although, ada beberapa pengecualian. Seperti let's say gue mau ngelakuin drop set. Ini gue lagi pakai 12,5 bayar. Nah, enak lagi bangsa. Bentar. Equipment malfunction, bentar. Kayak gini, 12,5. I can really feel it well and control it very well. Maksudnya, berasa banget gitu di delts-nya. Dan bebannya masih kekontrol without a lot of traps involvement. But let's say gue mau tension lebih banyak, I'll do lighter weights. Kayak sekarang gue mau drop set ke, let's see, 7. Sounds like a good idea. And just then keep going. 3, 4. Terus masih ada bensinnya 5. Kayak gini. Like that. Di 12,5-nya tadi gue dapet sekitar berapa? I think 8 reps or 10 reps, gue lupa. And then drop set ke 7 kilo. I didn't know, forgot, I wasn't counting. And then gue drop set lagi ke 5. Jadi sebenarnya yang ringan-ringannya itu cuma added stimulus aja sekarang. So I'm not against lifting, doing lateral raise with light weight. It just, if I only do light weights for my shoulder, my side raises, this doesn't make sense. Another exception to the rule is the rear delts. Karena rear delts ini kan memang ototnya lebih kecil banget. Dan gampang banget untuk your upper back, your traps to, get involved and take over. Jadi buat ngedapetin pump yang maksimal for this particular area of my muscle especially, gue bakal pakai lightweight. 20 reps, 30 reps even. Because the muscle that I'm trying to work on is a really teeny tiny muscle. Dan biar nggak di take over sama otot lainnya. Oke. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Excellent pump. So, what I'm trying to say is, bukan masalah beban ringan, reps tinggi, atau beban banyak, reps rendah, tapi lebih ke kualitas dari gerakan itu tersebut. If you feel like you're working the right muscle, that means your form is good. And if you can control that movement, then that means that's the perfect weight for you. Kalau udah mulai 2 poin itu berantakan, then you can, decrease the weight. Tapi kalau misalnya kebalikannya, if that weight starts feeling too light, you feel the right muscle, but then it's just not challenging at all, then bump up. And this happened through years and years of training. Nephew, I'm 35 this year. I've been working out since 2009. Berapa tahun tuh? I know some stuff. And even if I don't know or
gue salah atau ilmu gue agak outdated, keoutdatean dan kesalahan gue itu didasarkan pengalaman, dan juga biasanya gue dikasih tahu sama teman-teman gue atau sama coaches gue kayak, biar itu udah salah, yang bener begini, biar itu outdated, update nih ilmu. Dan gue terima-terima aja yang kayak gitu masukannya. So I'm not trying to say that gue yang paling bener or whatever. I'm just sharing my experience with you. Again, gue gak coaching, terus ada yang komen juga kemarin, ujung-ujungnya jualan kelas, ujung-ujungnya jualan coaching. I mean, I've been doing that since 2016. Also, another thing I like to train light, traps, right? Biasa gue shrug berat-berat gitu kan, kayak orang-orang pada umumnya lah, pakai straps terus shrug sampai 100 kilo, 150 kilo. But my actual sport is Olympic weightlifting, right? Dan kita ada gerakan di first pull untuk narik setinggi-tingginya. And so I like to just work on that. Biar sekalian gue ngelatih teknik gue juga. 15 bar. And some people call it the women's bar. But you know, that's a bit sexist. Just trying to pull and come back slow. Ini juga, I like to do it as much as possible. Berasa cuy. And this is the last meal for the day, another protein shake. Jadi tambahin lagi sekitar 123 calories, another 25 grams of protein. So that puts my total at 2000 berapa ya? I'm just gonna put it here. That's the total of the day. That's pretty much what I'm doing week 4, week 1, week 2 of my strength cycle. And then at week 3, I'm gonna eat at maintenance at around 3000 calories. Jadi mudah-mudahan vlog kali ini menjawab yang nanya soal nutrisi, caranya gimana bang, dan lain sebagainya. Just don't overthink it. Emang tetap harus di tracking seakurat mungkin yang kalian bisa aja for now, sampai kalian udah punya relationship yang bagus dengan makanan, then you can freestyle it, you know. Or you know, kalau udah stuck lagi, then you can be more anal with it. Kemana-mana bawa timbangan, makannya harus yang bersih semuanya, or whatever, you know. Yang penting track your nutrition, your calories as accurate as possible, and lift heavy ass weights. All right, that's it for today's video. Bye-bye.